I don't know. Y'all tell me. I'm trying to do what I think is the best thing for this YouTube that I'm literally just throwing shit out there. Jesus Christ, these fucking glasses. Oh, they're just absolutely destroyed now. Great. Well, we don't have any money. We're not gonna give you any money. We don't have any money. We're not gonna give you any money. We're not gonna give you any money. We're not gonna give you any money. There's no money. Yeah, I need glasses. Well, what do you need glasses for? Because these are 3 years old and they look like this. So do I go and tell them I need glasses? No. Because they're having money problems. Well, we'll pay for anything. We can't pay for that. We'll pay for anything. We can't pay for that. And I'm sorry that I'm using voices or whatever if this offends anyone, including my parents. I'm only doing it for dramatic effect and showing people the different voice so that they're not confusing mine with yours. So take offense, don't take offense. It's your choice. Your choice. Your choice. Sure, it's my choice. Actually, speaking of which, I need to work out. Sorry if you don't mind me making sure that I continue to lose weight. I don't know how long it took. I don't know how much weight I lost over what period of time, but as far as I know, like 4 or 5 days ago, I weighed 209 pounds, and I'm sorry, 300. I apologize, I said that wrong. 309 pounds, and now I weigh 288.5. So either way, I lost 21 pounds, 21 and a half pounds without checking the scale for about a week and a half, and it just went whoop. And I even told my doc, my counselor at the last session that, sorry, it's not necessarily the last session, but it could have been 3-4 sessions ago, but I told him, I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to lose it fast. Oh, what do you mean? Well, I weigh 209 pounds. I've weighed 209 pounds for the last 2 years, 3 years. I haven't fluctuated up or down for at least a year. I'll give you 1 year straight that I did not fluctuate from 309. Whether or not it was 309.1 to 30.9, I couldn't tell you. But when I weighed myself here and weighed myself here and weighed myself here, they were all 309. So I may have lost weight, I may not have, whatever. I always allow for those variables. But what I will tell you is that in the last 3 months, I've lost 21.5 pounds. But it only happened in the last week. Because I finally, when I told him that I'm going to start losing weight at an astronomical rate and it's going to be scary, like you're going to say, oh, that's dangerous. It's not. I've done it safe. It's pure workout. It's pure, I've hit ketosis. What it is you eat meat and vegetables and you don't eat processed, dry goods like wheat, yeast, things like that are, well, yeast is actually not made by man, but the milling process of flour is not natural. The milling process of wheat is not natural. Animals, we don't eat wheat. We can't process wheat. Meaning that if you take a barley, wheat, and you put it in your mouth, you can't chew it and digest it. It will stay in your stomach or leave. So, why do we put it in our body? Well, it's powder form. It'll leave. Okay. Either way, I think it's bad. It's bad for me. Whether it's bad for you or not, that's your choice. Oh, goddamn, I always talk and I forget to do physical things. So I have a real tough time being called delusional. My counselor today told me that I'm delusional. And I'm sorry, but when I hear that word, it means that I've made shit up. I don't make anything up. I never make anything up. It's not a figment of my imagination. It's literally, if I look at something, my idea of it may be askew, and I may misunderstand it because I don't have reading comprehension or I don't comprehend just right. So those things I need to be taught that no, that this goes that way. But in saying that, just because I make a mistake doesn't mean that I have no bearing on reality. What the fuck? So an idiot said this, and this based off of stupid questions, and he didn't follow up on them. He literally had one session with me, and I'm being based on that for eternity. I'm honestly about ready to be done and just shoot straight to a new fucking doctor or a new counselor, because it's like this one's tainted. I mean, he admits that I'm highly intelligent, that I'm caring, giving, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But the one thing that I'm not is delusional. I am adamant, absolutely. And if you show me that I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that doesn't mean that I'm delusional. What does that mean? Seriously, that's the truth that I know. If you teach me that that's not the truth, that's the truth that I'm going to start saying. Like, we had an argument about flies today, and I think I may need to retract that shit about flies, that they do carry shit on them. But that's only because you do a simple Google search and it comes up, yes, flies have bacteria that's not good. Parasites or some shit. I don't fucking know. But what? If flies eat shit and all they do is clean shit all day long and they clean themselves, how are they not clean? Their mouths are specifically meant to clean up that bacteria. And the way you become immune to things is you introduce yourself slowly and smallly, and you become immune to it. Now, if it's a parasite, that could, potentially become a part of my body and, whatever. If I die by fly, y'all heard it here first. And honestly, if I die over a stupid ass mistake that a fucking fly landed on me and ate a piece of flesh off of me, more power to you. But you know what? Lions sit out in the fucking desert and they get picked at all day because flies are sitting there eating the shit out of their eyes, or this place or that place. If those flies were infected with something, why wouldn't that lion get it? Oh, they're immune to it. Okay. And yeah, I know that I don't have any basis for this rant or whatever, but what I do have is logic about animals and insects and the way that they flow together. The shark has at least 3 to 5 different fish, at least, that would be considered a parasite on us, that clean our eyes, that, people hear that there's, 1 billion things living on us. and they freak. Oh my God, I have germs. No, you have shit cleaning germs. So why worry about an insect that you can't even begin to see that's actually helping your body out? Why? And then, what else was there? I don't know. I just feel like I'm being told that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because I haven't done my due diligence. That just because I have a belief in a religion that's unorthodox, that I'm schizophrenic. So you're telling me that the writer of the Bible is schizophrenic? You're telling me that Buddha is schizophrenic? You're telling me that every religion on the face of the planet was created by someone who is schizophrenic and you believe in God? This is me talking to my counselor who will probably never look at this video. But I can't say these things to him because the second that I open my fucking mouth, he stops me from talking. That's your delusion. That's the delusion. No, it isn't. Really, dude? Are you seriously telling me that because every religion is based off of the sun and Orion's belt and the moon's equinox, I think it's called, where the moon is at its lowest, the moon is at its highest, the solar solstice, all of it. People don't realize that that's what they're celebrating. Those were the first ever religious items because they didn't know what the three kings on the horizon were, because Orion's belt was just a set of glorious lights that could not be explained. God was the light that gave us everything, that provided life, love, happiness, warmth. So then somebody rewrote that and rewrote it and rewrote it and rewrote it and rewrote it. And it's become 20 different religions because that's the way other people felt about it. Well, why is that any different about me having an idea that, but that's delusional. For me to think that I could create a religion like L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology. He created Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard, as far as I know, and I could be completely wrong, but I've heard of him being quoted that I think I could create a religion. I think that I could make a book and have it become a religion. Let's find out. Scientology was born. As to whether or not that's the true history, I couldn't even begin to tell you. So I'm just going to start telling you guys, I don't know a fucking thing. Look it up for yourself. Prove it, disprove it, write it on the whatever, show people the truth. I don't know shit. This isn't real news. This is fake news. I'm not even close to being reality. Because that's what I'm being told by everybody. Well, at least the societal everybody. Anybody who has a feral mentality, that has a survival mentality, that's worked in a kitchen, worked in a factory, has worked a hard life, has had trauma, has had, to become a more beautiful person than what they were treated. That Fuck, I lost it. And that's me hearing voices, by the way. According to my doctor and my parents and everybody else, that I hear voices and that I see things because I had a really shitty week and I didn't sleep, I didn't eat, and I overdosed on over-the-counter herbs. But that doesn't do anything to you. So I'm delusional when I say that I heard things. Well, I thought I heard things that were, kind of pushing me towards them. That, my watch, I looked at my watch and it went really weird. The dials on my watch actually started to flicker. I don't know if it was water. I don't know if it was a mystical symbol. I don't know what it was. Especially at the time, I thought I was being shown that, hey, pay attention, because what happens next, you need to follow it. But that was imagination. That was accidental. I didn't know that that's what I was doing. But does that matter to anybody? Does it matter that I was out of my head at the time? No, I'm crazy. Sorry, that's my word. I'm unstable because of the simple fact that I had a bad period of time that I didn't know what was happening. And because of all of the sleep deprivation, not eating, and overdosing, I went to an institution. I went into a place called Singer in Rockford, Illinois, and it is just absolutely atrocious. It was. It was shut down because of how atrocious it was. Mistreated people. The employees, they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough people to watch over somebody. I literally ran at a door, lifted up my knee, and split both doors wide open. No cuts, no bruises, no nothing. I'm Superman. No, I just literally knew exactly where to hit, when to hit, how to hit, and I had been working out. As soon as I heard my name and they said stop, I stopped immediately because I had seen a Ford Escort that my ex-wife used to drive, so it reminded me that it was her, and that might be telling me to go that way. It wasn't like Deanna was in my ear saying, go over there. It wasn't like anybody was in my ear saying, go that way. What happened was when I walked into this place, I heard on the radio, get up, go, get out now, run. And it was a fucking commercial. But I thought at the time that someone electronically was sending some kind of signal through that device. And not only do I know people that did that, but I can't remember if I actually saw him do it or... Oh, no. Yeah. No, because I switched to the radio station. But I've known people that do that. He showed me a lot of shit. He talked about a lot of shit about radio and the amazing stuff that you can do with radio. Ham radio, you don't even need... You literally don't need anything. I don't even know that you need electricity for ham radio. I could be wrong about that one, so don't quote me. Again, I don't know shit. Because I'm delusional. Ham radio is one of the few things that can actually travel the planet. It can go to the other side of the planet, as far as I know. As long as you have a high enough antenna and a big enough receiver, you can actually reach each other. And it's vice versa. You have to have antenna, catcher's mitt, or receiver for the signal to travel through the air and hit it. And then the reverse is also true. If you're going to send a signal from here, you have to have a receiver over here and something to send the signal to the receiver. Now, one of the problems with sending it over the planet is you're Coriolis effect, I think, is what it's called, is you've got the planet is circle, and your signal is going to go, what? And that's why satellites were invented in the first place. So unless something hits those satellites, I'm pretty sure that ham radio still runs. So ham operators have been around for decades, and they're a ham operator. If you find somebody who has a ham operator, 95% chance they're a survivalist, or they're a hobbyist. One of the two, or both. But usually somebody who has a ham radio and has perfected and honed a ham radio, they're preparing to be able to communicate in worst case scenarios. Or even the guy I knew, he was in the Coast Guard. I think it was the Coast Guard. No, he was in some kind of something like that, but it couldn't be the Coast Guard, could it? Because we were in Rockford, Illinois. And that's 80 miles away from Chicago. And that's, yeah, I don't know what the hell it was. But it was some kind of emergency reaction, like ambulance or fire or something. He was involved with. He was a volunteer, something. Oh, no, that's what it was. Okay, so no, he was a tornado chaser. Motherfucker. Boomer! If you're out there, what's up, brah? But yeah, he was a storm chaser, and he would be on ham radio listening for the newest news. He wasn't looking for, like, well, you have a 40% chance of rain today. We may see a couple of drops. No, he was looking for, Kilo Mike, we got tornado. That's what he was looking for. He wasn't looking for fucking, a chance. He would hear and he'd go. And I went with him a couple of times, and we never actually got the opportunity. But I would have loved to have seen that. Oh, God, I don't know what it is about this pool, but it kills my hand. Tried to wrap it today, and it helped a little bit, but once it gets in here, it's like, oh, fuck. It must swell up because of the water and the heat. Hopefully the squeezy bandage keeps it close. What are y'all eating? Like, there's a whole slew of ants here. They're going after something. Well, let's see what they're eating. But anyways, I'm tired of fighting, guys. I really am. I'm tired of trying to get people to understand that I'm not fucking delusional. That, yeah, I make a mistake. So the fuck what? So I don't have every single fucking answer right. So the fuck what? Who does? My idea of religion or a deity doesn't make me delusional because I have a different belief than you do. That's what belief was based off of. I'm not saying that religion was based off of delusion. How do I put this to words? It's a big game of telephone, people. Something was written about the sun, but it was misunderstood and rewritten into a different language to get you to flow into the way they're thinking. Christianity in its conception was, you're going to join and that's it. If you don't, you're done. And it was a very destructive, and it's one of the reasons that it is one of the biggest on the face of the planet, is because it was death and destruction. It's not because it was Oh, would you like to... Oh, okay. Sorry for bothering you. And they're still doing it to this day. They're just not using pickaxes. They're not using swords. They're using pads of paper and Bibles. Which is almost as bad. But that's my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion. Just like you're entitled to believe what you're entitled to believe. And I have no compunctions about your beliefs, but the thing is that you get pissed off at me when I tell you that your shit ain't real, bro. But that's my opinion. Why is my opinion more wrong than yours? Why are any opinions more wrong than yours? Because it's your opinion. And why is my opinion delusional? So, and even if it isn't an opinion, and I'm trying to state a fact, show me where it's stated that it's not. Don't tell me that it's not. You're no different than I am. You're sitting there and telling me that I don't know a goddamn thing. How do I know that you know a goddamn thing? Oh, you've got a paper on the wall? Oh, my bad. Let me go get my printer. Well, you can't print off these. Yeah, I could. If I actually set my mind to it, I can actually put in that gold inlay fucking ink. I can figure out how to do it, and I could make myself a degree. And in that case, if I did that and flipped the reverse where I walked into a fucking place and I became a counselor, and I'm talking, faking every single credential from the ground up, my personality, everything, the literally where I grew up, how I grew up, the whole 9 yards. I become a completely new person, and the fake identity says that I am a psychologist. That's good enough for you. That's okay. Well, then, how do you prove that yours is real? Because psychology isn't about the fucking paper, man. Psychology is about compassion. And that's why Freud and Erikson were fucking quacks, because they didn't get the heart or the empathy. Carl Jung was the only one that I saw that actually had heart. He actually cared about his patients. He actually saw that they were hurting from something that was otherworldly. And he hypothesized those theories and may have even come up with some reality behind it. But that got dismissed almost immediately. Jung was where psychology should be today. We should be talking about the unknown. We should be talking about the possibilities. And science should even be looking into the occult. And I don't mean that they need to go grab a fucking ghost and start zapping the motherfucker. I'm saying peacefully and coexisting, and even if you could converse, have conversations with them. But we don't. Well, Timmy, that doesn't exist. Stop it. Doctor, Timmy's got an imaginary friend, and we need to get rid of it. So the doctor shoves up an imaginary wall around the imaginary friend, and he's never seen from again. Well, what if that imaginary friend was a ghost and Timmy was able to see spirit? Up until that psychologist said, no, Timmy, you can't see that. That ain't. But no, Timmy. No. Oh, you still see it? Here's your drug. No, it's yeah. No, here's your drug. No, it's still there. Here's your drug. I think you got rid of it. But what does that do to a psychological and a mind that has the ability to see those things means that it's on the other side of the, I don't want to say spectrum because that's not autism, but it's on the other side of the veil. And if you close that veil, reality becomes a question. I don't know. Maybe my counselor's right. Maybe I am delusional in that all of this is just the Matrix. Wait, but that's the delusional thing, isn't it? If I believe in the Matrix. But what if society is the Matrix? Not that they're sucking batteries or using us as batteries, but what if society has become this entity that you can't survive outside of if you don't follow every single fucking rule? Who says that I have to have a job? Who says that I can't be placed into the job that I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing? Even though I haven't gone through the courses. Well, you don't know how to take an engine apart. You don't know how to take a saw apart. Just because you do doesn't mean you can. What? What? Dude, I can take apart physical objects and put them back together again better than they were before I took them apart. Broken, unbroken, fixed. I can't tell you what the part is, but I can tell you that if it's broken, it's either going to stay broken or I fixed it. And it's as good or better than new. The second one is I take your object that's on your, sander, whatever. If it's running slow and sluggish, I'll not only see it, hear it, and be able to tell you, hey, that doesn't sound right, dude. Oh, yeah, you're right. And then I'll take it apart, put it back together again. It'll run better than it was years ago, if not when you got it. But I'm delusional. That's fake news, people. I don't have that ability, even though I've done it 50 times in my life, 100 times. I was, God, in Freeport, Illinois, from 9 years old to 15, I think. You might say 16. But either way, we lived in Rockford, Illinois for upwards of 7 years. Freeport, Illinois for 7 years. Oi. Heck. I forgot what I was saying. Um... And this is the problem. I'm delusional. What was it that I learned? Fuck, I don't remember what the hell it was that I was talking about. Fuck. I guess that's the end of the video. Oh, no, now I remember. It was engines and radios and shit like that. Whenever I had a radio that just stopped working, rather than going to my daddy, who wouldn't do anything for me, oh, well, then you just need to throw it away and we'll discuss later about getting a new one. Never talking about it again. Ever. So I have to take apart my radio, put it back together again, and figure out how it worked to see if I could possibly have my radio back, because the alarm clock that I had broke. So I took it apart, put it back together again, and guess what? I got it to work again. Because it was just this simple, stupid little thing had fallen off or something like that. I taped it up and it worked. And that was one of my first experiences that I can remember. It was a small square box, about yay big, and it was a perfect rectangle. And it had two little knobs for tuning and volume on the right side. It was old school. Like, you had the red bar going across the whole thing. So super easy to fix. And I don't know, like I said, I don't remember the first thing that I ever took apart, but I fell in love with it. It was, I wanted to take everything apart, but God knows if I took something working apart, he would flip the fuck out. So I never got the opportunity to actually, tinker with working objects. I had to tinker with the shit that I broke that he would never fix or get new. Because I never got a reason. I've never gotten a reason. I never get reasons. Well, how do you not know that we're going to do that? Because you don't tell me anything. You literally keep me in the dark until you decide that it's going to be done. And then this is the way it's got to be. And that's the only way it's going to be. And I literally try to talk to you about every fucking thing. I try to I don't come at you, hey, Dad, this phone broke, and I don't know what to do about getting it fixed. Oh, well, we'll go down to Verizon and see whatever. Oh, okay. But instead of that, I'm anxiety-ridden because every time that I talk to him about getting something fixed that's broken, well, you don't have money for that? You should have saved up. Well, I don't have any money but what you give me. Well, you can save that. Really? Because I'm no different than the women and the men that are out there that are homeless, getting no more than $991 from disability. And it's gone as soon as I get it. And that was only for like 3 or 4 months that I got that $900. I had to live on $500 for 15 years. For 13 years, I had to live on that amount of money. And I know it's at least 13 years, at least, that I had to live on $500 or less. But you have everything provided for you. You have a roof, and you have a bed, and you have a fridge, and you have a couch, and you have a TV, and you have internet. Okay. What about everything else? Life isn't those things, and I hate sitting and watching TV. I hate sitting and playing video games. I love video games, but I hate being stuck playing video games. I want to go out and be the video game. I've always been an adrenaline junkie. What's the first thing and first time that I think it was the old Space Invaders bike that I had. And I think That was in Spencer, Iowa, and that was from the ages of 4 years old to 9 years old. And the Dad taught me, I think, actually, no, I take that back. Mom taught me how to ride, and then Dad came and helped. And I think it was kind of a team thing. I can't remember. But I know at some point, both of them, and at some point I just said, fuck it, because I was pissed, because Dad was pissed, and he just kept, I don't know if he was pushing me or what was happening or whatever, but we both got frustrated, and I was done, he was done. And eventually, I think Mom came out, and she got me on, and I was riding, and off we go. But that's honestly, that's how it goes in our family, is Dad, rah, 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 Mom, this is how you do it. Oh, okay. Ah! So I learned to retaliate the way he acted. I hate reacting to anger. I hate snap anger. I've never liked that snap anger. But do I want to go through anger management? Do I want to? No. I want to deal with it on my own. And I want to get it done. All I need is for the tools. As to whether or not that's right or healthy, a choice is a choice is a choice is a choice. Well, you're delusional. No, it's a fucking choice. I don't even know what he's calling delusional. But it's like everything that I talk about, well, there's no way you can know that because you didn't study that. You didn't go to school for that, so you don't have that amount of knowledge. I don't read. I have an 8th grade level comprehension, and it may even have gone downhill since then because I don't read. It's a conscious choice that I've made to not read a book. It literally takes me 2 weeks to finish. And I have to read it again because I didn't fucking understand it. You know how many times I have to reread a sentence to comprehend the one sentence? But yeah, the tutorials or the tutors and the extra help with reading and the constant barragement of read. Yeah, that stuck in. Good job, guys. That autistic children are silent. There are some on the spectrum that just go quiet. Put them in front of a laptop. If you have a quiet autistic child, put them in front of a computer with a keyboard. See what happens. I'm not telling you that they're going to pick it up and start, but I've seen a couple of videos that show that it happens. I talked to my counselor and he said, yeah, that's what happens. So why am I don't know. What I read and saw a couple of days ago, because everybody makes me second guess myself. Well, you can't have that confidence because you just don't know. There's no way you know that. What? People can't have that much knowledge. Again, what happens when a village fucking teaches? Guess what? The kid learns physics, atomic. Why do I have to explain all of this shit to people? You don't have the knowledge that I've gathered. So because I have knowledge that you don't know about, I can't possibly have knowledge that you don't know about. Who the fuck are you? That made me angry. So yeah, being called delusional, it's insulting. Hey, America, you're delusional. How does that feel? You like that? Because I don't like saying it. I don't like making you feel it. Even if you just feel a little bit. Saying that someone's delusional even about the slightest bit of information. Just because you misconstrue the way that something is spewed out of their mouth doesn't make that a reality in their fucking head. This is the problem that I have with the idiots that I've talked to through the years. They hear one word and they go, oh, well, he's saying shit. No. I've never seen anything. I've never heard anything. I don't imagine things. So the retraction that I have about The Fly is real simple. And I'm going to have to do, again, more research because I still think that what I've learned about the biology of flies is they eat every single molecule off of their body. And that includes parasites and bacteria and literally everything that's on their body. They eat clean. That's what that sucker is for. They're miniature haired teeth. And I could have misunderstood it. I could be turning it around because of what I learned when I was in whatever grade I learned about flies and saw their anatomy and saw the everything. Because I can remember seeing one of those posters of a fly and it showed their mouth and their eyes and, the cross sections and all that shit. God damn it, I keep just sitting here talking. Fuck. I think it's gonna storm. I'm hearing them rumbling. I hope you are. Actually, I think it's right over top of us. Oh, and I don't know that it's necessarily that I forget. I can't keep balance because of this hand. And then I come over here and hold on to this, and I go out of frame. So YouTube is very lethargic, and for anybody who wants to get started on YouTube, if you have the ability and the capability to shut off the rest of the world, meaning that you don't care who's viewing on the other side and that everyone is more than welcome to watch you, and you just talk about life and your life, I'm hoping that reaches the masses, even if they don't get my way of life and what I'm trying to do. There's people out there that I know relate with me. I've already had them on Twitch, and I have a few here on YouTube. And I watched a video earlier today that I made, and it was hilarious. It was such an artistic little piece. It was this cactus that I have in the yard, and I started going on it, and I went up too fast, and I stopped right as soon as I got to the flower petals. And started going into slow motion. And kept moving, but I wasn't using a gimbal or anything. I was literally just holding the camera. I don't remember what hand, but I was holding the camera and moving backwards. And it was so organic and fluid, it didn't even look like anything other than slow motion camera had been put on. And I ran into a piece of sidewalk that was right behind me because I wasn't paying attention. Like I'm not a good cameraman. I didn't pay attention to my path before I started on it. And I'm just all silent, just, and then all of a sudden, and it went into straight, just normal mode. I was like, what the fuck? It was great. So I'm hoping, because I put that one out there today, I'm hoping that it goes viral. I'm hoping all of them go viral. I'm hoping that you guys love everything that I'm putting out there, even if it's the stupid little stuff. I don't know what gets YouTube. I don't know what gets you guys. I don't care what gets you guys. I don't care what gets YouTube. I don't care what gets me endorsements. This time, I don't care. Last time, every time, I've cared whether or not I provide a service for you. I've cared whether or not I provide entertainment for you. This time I still care. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely 100% care about your opinion, want your opinions. Criticism, constructive criticism, preferably, rather than, hey, you're stupid. Because I am stupid. But anyways, that's a joke. Fuck. I need to stop changing the train. The thing is that I care tremendously about every single one of your opinions, and that I hope that I don't offend you, and we can see the camaraderie, the common spirit in everybody. I hope that everybody can see the common spirit, that we're all people. That's the only ultimate goal that I have. But what you need to do is you need to distance yourself from YouTube, from the rest of the planet. You're the only one that exists in this recording. You're recording this for you, by you. Me, from me, by me, for me. Because of the simple fact that this is very healthy. I keep saying lethargic, but it heals the wounds when you talk. And Greg told me to pray to God or whatever deity or whatever you want to. And I realized that praying to your deity is talking to yourself, figuring out what you want and how you want it. And it's honestly 100% the exact same thing as what I'm doing right now. Sitting here talking to you, me talking to me talking to me, you, my talking to my me me. Somebody gets it. Anyways, point is that somebody out there relates, even if it's just one person. I'm not going to tell you ever to subscribe. I try to keep the shit out of my fucking mouth. I try to... there's a drop. I try to hit that like button out of your mouth. Hell no, dude. Don't fucking touch it. Leave it the fuck alone on every single YouTube video that you watch. Unless you respect that person, get something new out of it, and learn from them. Don't fucking click that button, bro. Unless you're after just straight up stupid comedy. Stop it. Stop hitting that subscribe. Good Lord, this is going to be a big one. Depending on how long it lasts. I may end up going in. Because I'm already kind of cold. He's rainy. He's boring. The old man, he's snoring. Where's the old man? Hi, with me. So even if you're bored off your ass and you're still here, I always appreciate you. Even if you don't view all the way to the end or pieces, or you don't hit the like, you do hit the like, you hate me. Hit that thumbs down. You know what? Hit the thumbs down. You hate me, hit that motherfucker. Let me know. Fuck. I want to know percentage. I want to know who likes and who doesn't like. But I'm not asking. I'm not telling. That's your choice. You like what you see? You like what I'm doing? Hit the like button. Don't hit it. Don't hit the subscribe. Hit it. And if that's what it takes for YouTube to take me on and that I have to do this and this, that, and the other for this, that, and the other, I don't care. And if I never get any kind of contributions from you guys or feedback or anything, I don't care. If I get 10 million views, I care. That's fantastic. And if I get 10 million unlikes, thank you. Because at that point, I think I would be done. Because if I'm that unlikable that 10 million viewers have literally just shit on me because I'm that bad, I don't know that you could. There's no disputing your shit. No offense to whoever, but I really think that if you just get your videos out there, even if it's, you never know what's going to go viral. You never know what's going to hit people. You never know. You don't know. Because what my tastes aren't your tastes. So how do I know that not me going isn't exactly what you need? Or it's exactly what pushes you away. But this is me. Okay? It's to me. Not Mario. It's to me. So if I even ring any kind of tones with people, feel free. I love you. I don't have descriptions. I'm not cutting the videos. I don't know what to do other than just to shove it out because my internet is out. I've told my dad 6 times that the internet is out. I've rebooted everything at least twice. I'm at my wit's end. I literally don't know what else to do for my internet. Well, go talk to your dad. I have. Well, go talk to your... I have. Go talk to your dad. I have. Go talk to your dad. I have. I have talked to him 6 times about the internet. Fuck. He literally went out and got the internet fixed. And that day, I told him, my internet's still shit. 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 How many times do I have to go tell him? How many times do I have to ask him? How many times? He's never even had a tech out to look at my internet. He watches TV and he reads a book or listens to music, uses Alexa. Those are the things he does on the internet. I do high-speed shit I play games. I'm trying to do YouTube. YouTube doesn't download. If I don't have internet, it doesn't do shit. And my phone can't function when I'm downloading 5 videos at once. I literally filled my phone yesterday. I got it 3 days ago. And I filled it in a day and a half. I have Google One, but I can't transfer to YouTube and to Google One fast enough. Is that a concern for anybody but me? Well, go get a job. I am never going to work in your society. If I can't get a job, I'll be on disability for the rest of my life. And I don't mean, I'm sorry, I'm not going to go get a job. I can go get a job right now this second. I know I can. I can literally go fucking schmooze with the best of them. Be like, yeah, I haven't worked in 15 years. I live with my parents. And I got a new fervor for life. I really want to get out there and fight for the good fight. And I need cash to be able to pay for homeless people. So here I am. I can literally do anything you put in front of me. What do you mean? Well, depending on what business it is, I would tell them I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do this, I've done that. When I go into a fast food restaurant, I can literally go behind the counter, figure out their system in about 15 minutes, and out goes your fucking burgers. No shit. No holds barred. I ain't fucking with you, dude. This is not me bullshitting. Burger King, specifically. I could literally go into Burger King right now, and it would be like yesterday. I can take apart their flame broiler, their everything. Anything that's in there, I could literally take apart, put back together again. And that's including the soda machine, the soda holders, everything. And then on top of that, I could literally walk in there and make you any burger on the menu. Any item on the menu. Know where it is, know where to get it, and know how to cook it. Because I worked there 13 to 14 years ago. Don't believe me? Test me. Put me in a Burger King. Find out. Find out the real news. Rather than saying I'm delusional because I've done this. All of the knowledge from all of those jobs. And when I was in Burger King, within the first 2 weeks, I knew the cash register on both indoor and outdoor. Drive-through and indoor. Sweeping and mopping is real hard. Frozen section, condiment section. I knew everything. And I'm not saying, when I say everything, I don't mean that I knew the most minute detail about every single aspect of every single machine in the place, and I had read all the manuals, and I don't read. I barely even look at a manual. When I get a computer, I put the motherfucker together. When I get IKEA, I put the motherfucker together. Well, you need the instructions for that. No, you need the instructions for that. I don't. I don't need shit. Put IKEA in front of me. I'll put it together. Put a desk in front of me. Put an industrial machine in front of me. Now, that one, I'll tell you, I would have to go to the manual. If I hadn't pulled it apart first, I would have to go to the manual. Just like taking apart brake lines by myself. Taking apart brakes by myself. Putting shocks back in place with help. The dude taught me how to do it. I'm like, yeah, bro, just show me what to do and I got it done. Bippity boppity. I was doing brakes. Bippity boppity. I changed oil. But I can't do that. Well, I could save you $70 every month. But you can't do that. What do you mean? All I need is a ramp and a... Well, you can't do that. What do you mean I can't? Yeah, I can. Well, you can't take apart drywall. You've never done that before. I have. And I know exactly how to do it. All I got to do, stick a piece of drywall up there, cut it, then turn it around, pull off the pieces, and put it back on. That piece of, I've never done that before. Oh, God. Oh, what are we going to do? I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm really irritated at being told what I don't know. You can't possibly know that because there is no school that you've gone to for it. Oh, you're right. That's my bad, boss. Society is a wonderful thing, guys. Society. Because I'll tell you, like I said, if it was allowed, if I was capable, if you, as an owner, would actually let me into your business, I can help. I've gone to Happy Panda, which is a dispensary here in Cruces, and they love me. I kind of scared one of the girls there today because she came to Walmart, and I kind of, I don't want to say stalked her, but I was like edging up on her, and apparently she gets real nervous about that. So I triggered her, and I felt like shit, and I hope to God that I hope I didn't ruin the relationship that we had built friendship-wise. Not, like, honestly, I don't even know that I want to go after a woman right now. I mean, if I got laid, oh, thanks, babe. But I don't want the trouble. I don't want the process of going through and falling in love. If it happens organically, hell yeah. And I really hope that at least one or two of the probabilities that are out there are not just in my head. Because I would really like to easiest way, be with a woman again. And I don't mean sexually, I mean just with. You know, sitting in a car watching a sunset, sitting on a couch together, cuddling and reminiscing or talking or watching TV or whatever we do. I miss love. I always have, I guess, because it's depressing not having love. But it's also because I chose not to be a part of society, because it's damaging me. It hurts me. And more than my depression does. My depression is debilitating. I sit in the couch 24/7. Oh, I need to eat. I go to Walmart, grab food, and put it in the fridge so that I don't have to move for the next 2 months. And then I poop funny because the the food that I'm eating is processed and it doesn't go through your body the right way. Sugar. If you're not gnawing on a sugar cane or what comes out of a sugar cane, don't eat it. It's processed. And more than likely one of the reasons that we become diabetic. fructose, corn syrup, shit. Yeah, I hope I said it right and you know what I'm talking about. That doesn't even get processed by your fat. It becomes fat immediately because it can't recognize it as a food source because it's not. It's a chemical. So you have all that corn starch, You have that kind of sugar stuck in your fat cells because it can't process it. So until you work that out of your body, it doesn't go away. And I think that's part of the reason that my poo doesn't go right is because, food, it doesn't like that food. It doesn't like the wheat. It doesn't like it doesn't. It wants meat and it wants vegetables and nothing else. Like, think about an animal and going out. They don't find bread, well, other than what we provide them. Because bread doesn't exist except for us. If you want to eat healthy, if you want to lose weight, and you don't want to have to do anything, eat that. Eat what is natural. Animal killing animal is natural, guys. We have canines to do it. And I don't just mean that canines are built to tear flesh. I mean, as an animal, we're meant to grab a hold of another animal. That's what our teeth are for. We've gone away from needing to do that because we have society. Our gallbladder is meant to digest that meat. But because Neanderthal and humans stopped eating raw meat when we learned fire, we don't need that organ anymore. It still does move bacteria and things that are vital for our body, so don't get rid of it.